The power supply has been affected due to grid failure in the Tata Power Company. The Maharashtra Power Minister has said that maintenance work was being done at one centre and hence the load was being carried by another circuit that created a technical issue. Nitin Raut has also said that an inquiry is going to be held on what led to this mass power outrage in the city. Power has been gone for over an hour now and the government has assured that work is underway. In fact, not over an hour, it's been 2.5 hours now because 10 o'clock is when the power went out. It is going to be restored very soon across the country. That's what they're saying. The BSE Electricity also has put out a brief statement on Twitter confirming that electricity supply has been interrupted on the back of Tata's incoming electricity supply failure. That's the latest coming in right there.
महापारेषणच्या 400 केव्ही कळवा पडगा जीआयएस केंद्रात सर्किट 1 चे देखभाल दुरुस्तीचे काम सुरू होते. यावेळी सर्व भार सर्किट 2 वर टाकलेला होता. मात्र सर्किट 2 मध्ये अचानक तांत्रिक बिघाड झाल्याने मुंबई ते ठाणे मधील बहुतांश भाग आज प्रभावित झालेला आहे. तो अवघ्या अर्धा पाऊण तासामध्ये पुन्हा सुरू होईल.
Vidya is joining us live from Andheri in Mumbai. Vidya, parts of South Bombay are seeing power coming back because the BSE has said that there is power being restored over there very slowly and steadily. South Mumbai is not facing any issues. The issue that is being faced at the moment is by the western suburbs and eastern suburbs of Mumbai. If you could just encapsulate what is going on over there and how long before they will see a restoration of power right there in eastern and western suburbs.
Well, Chaiti, it's not entirely, the entire South Mumbai which has received electricity as yet. My cameraman Samish Anwag was speaking to some of his friends and relatives in South Mumbai. Shivaji Park, for example, does not really have electricity at this juncture. Some of the people from there are reporting that they still are waiting for the electricity restoration to happen. While in the suburbs, the electricity restoration has not yet happened. Most parts of it are still do not have the electricity. I'm right now in Andheri area. The signals here are working, but when it comes to housing societies or the corporate offices, they are as yet do not have the electricity. The backup work for restoring the entire electricity is still happening, because of which as yet people in the suburbs are still waiting. And it's just not the western suburbs, the eastern suburbs, the Chambers, Rikroli, all these areas still do not have electricity as yet after almost more than 2 hours, that I can say, Chaiti.
Absolutely, Vidya, but Mumbaikars, as we know, are very, very resilient people. We had some inputs coming in from a whole host of Mumbaikars. They're braving this particular electricity cut-off that has taken place in Mumbai. They're sounding very positive as well. They are powerless at the moment. There would be a fair amount of impediment that a lot of citizens would be facing. Mainly, the concern now remains is the hospitals where people are on ventilators and the skyscrapers and the high-rise apartments where people perhaps might just be stuck in elevators. Vidya?
Yes, in fact, the hospitals actually have the backups, but most of the hospitals, especially the small nursing hospitals, are the ones who are generally, because these backups do not really work. They are not used most of the time, so the backups do fail at times. But we haven't yet been told of any hospital as yet facing any difficulty. But yes, housing societies, especially where elders live, when they had to really move out of their residences, they were facing a lot of electricity issues because of the sheer fact that they had to walk down so many stairs and actually have been waiting to get home so that they can really use the lift, which is not working right now because of the electricity failure. Certainly, a lot of people do, remember the fact that it is only a rarity, because of which, people are still bearing the entire issue. It's been more than 2.5 hours actually, where electricity has not been restored as yet. But people know that this is a very rare occurrence, and which is the reason why they are okay with going up with it. As you said, Mumbai does have a lot of resilience that it does face. We have seen it in many horrifying times as well. This is just a little bit of electricity failure that most people feel could be overlooked if it is now restored soon. But yes, electricity restoration is something that people in Mumbai, especially in the suburbs, are really looking forward to.
So we're getting some visuals that are coming in. I'm just going to have the requesters pull, producers to request them to pull these visuals out. Okay, these are live visuals that are coming in. Trains have started moving only in Nahur area in Mumbai. Nahur is in the northeastern suburb of Mumbai. It is between Mulund and Bhandup, and that is where the train services have resumed, and you can see the trains moving. But the rest of the city, the train services still have not resumed. Remember, trains are the lifeline of Mumbai.